YouTubers, subscribers, and friends, welcome to my channel. I am here at what I call Hohokam Canyon. Yeah, it has another name, but I don't know what the name of this place is. This is what I call this place, and that's the Bat Cave. The reason I'm coming here today, I didn't have nothing else to do. I was at home and I was bored. It just finished raining about 45 minutes ago, and I said, you know what? I want to go back here and look at the face again and see if I see anything different. I like to come at different times of the day because different light angles and stuff, you see different stuff. So even though it was raining pretty hard at my house, it doesn't look like there was any sign of rain in this wash at all. Although, spoke too soon. Now I feel a couple drops landing on me. So let's go check it out. The reason why I come here is because I want to show you guys something that's still out here that I first discovered like a little over a year and a half ago. I got my walking stick with me. I get some people ask me, what kind of walking stick do you use? This is an old broom. The broom handle thing broke off and I just use it. It's made of metal. So, and it was cheap. Now, over a year and a half ago, I found these beds, which were called, I called them Bigfoot beds. There was a little one by that weird swirl right there, and it's still there. The biggest one that I found was, let me get up on this rock, was right there. And you can see over a year and a half ago that this buffalo grass is still there. It's all spread out, but that whole area used to be just covered with buffalo grass. Now I get in conversations with people from the internet many times, especially on Instagram, and I got people giving me what they think their opinions are, or what they think they are, and I would say 90% of them have never been in Arizona, so they don't know anything about Arizona. This buffalo grass is extremely hard to pull out. A year and a half ago, a little year and a half ago, this bed is still there. And right there is where I found the Bigfoot footprint. Why do I call it a Bigfoot footprint? Because I measured it. It was 13.5 inches long, 4.5 inches wide, and it was sunken down in the hard dirt, 3/4 of an inch down. Now, I've showed many people that footprint, it was there for 6 months. It's no longer there now. And I brought a friend of mine who weighs 265 pounds and he's 6'4" out here. I asked him to step next to it. You couldn't even tell he was standing next to it when he removed his foot, because that's how hard the ground is out here in Arizona. So, is it a Sasquatch footprint? I have no idea, because I never really was into Bigfoot or Sasquatch until I found that. And in the last year and a half, I've been doing so much research about Sasquatch and Bigfoot that the scientists don't even acknowledge the name Sasquatch or Bigfoot. They call it by a totally different name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put that name up right here. This is what the scientists call Sasquatch. When I found these beds, this rock wall wasn't here. That big rock was here, but none of these other little rocks were here. The next day when I came back to look at the footprint again, there was a rock wall built up right here. I don't know who did it. I didn't do it. You got to remember, this was in the middle of summertime too, so it's very hot out here. This area right here where the footprint was is completely washed out now. Even now, when I stepped there, you can barely even see a footprint there. And all that buffalo grass was all tore out from this area right here and put into a bed right over there. To, like, if you're not paying attention when you walk down this wash, you would never see that there coming from either direction. And that's still there over a year and a half later. It's very quiet out here. There's no birds chirping or nothing. Very eerie. There's somebody else out here also. There's a car parked in the parking lot out there, but I don't see anybody. Turn the sprinkle on me. Here's the other beds that I found that are still here. And A week later I came by, this was built up here when I first found this one. And it's still got rocks stacked on them. Now this was done over a year and a half ago. They're still here. That one's there. And this one is still there. Now, from my research of Sasquatch or Bigfoot or Yeti, whatever you want to call it, they like to stack rocks. Is there a Bigfoot in Tucson, a Sasquatch? I don't know, but there's a lot of people who have sighted Bigfoot in Arizona, and just recently I found a video on YouTube where somebody found some Bigfoot evidence up on the mountain of Mount Lemmon. And here's the very first bed. All the buffalo grass was right here. And when I was making the video, I was coming from this direction this way, and I panned over here with the camera, and you could see all the buffalo grass here. And I was on my way to go see the giant saguaro, and I was only gone for 20 minutes. Went there and came back, and when I came back it smelled like fresh pulled grass, like cut grass. And I had noticed when I was walking this way, I noticed, wow, all that buffalo grass had been pulled up, because you could see the holes where the roots were and stuff like that. And I started looking around, and I saw evidence of pulled up grass up here. So I walked up here, and that's when I noticed this bed up here, which is still here. And I call them beds because I used to do a lot of survival, staying out in the desert when I was a kid. And that's how you want to make a bed. Look at them flowers.
Oh, beautiful flowers.
Another thing I want to show, right next to this big, across from the Bigfoot beds, right up here is a pile of rocks. Now you're going to think, well, big deal, it's a pile of rocks. But there's nowhere else that there's a pile of rocks here. Why would these rocks be here? And these look like lava rocks. Look at them. It's like somebody just took all the rocks from around the area and threw them here and just made a pile right here. And there's another, I just noticed there's another pile right there. See that? Very, very weird. The reason I'm mentioning these rock walls is because this is a very well known area for Hohokam Indians. There's wow, there's a cave up there. I never knew it was there. Right there. I've never known that that cave was there. Wow. All these times I've been coming here, I've looked over here. Now that over there, I know there's all kinds of caves. I've been up to all of them. I have never been up to that cave right there ever. Wow. New discovery. Anyways, here's another pile of rocks right here. Who knows how long those pile of rocks have been there, but the Hohokam Indians were known to build their ruins out of rocks like this. Another huge pile of rocks right here. They kind of form a wall right there. Right? And then it goes up that way. So you got a wall going this way, and you got one going that way. You got to understand, these are ruins because they were made so long ago. Right? Over 2,000 years ago, the Hohokam Indians disappeared. Now the wash used to go that way, and it used to go this way. And it's starting to rain on me, sprinkling. And I'm going to show you where there's another rock wall. Let me go this way, because I just saw some more rocks over here. See, why are all these rocks gathered in a circle right there? It's a circle around that bush right there. Never fails. Every time I come out here, I always see new, different stuff. Because, you know, you get the rains and it washes all this stuff out. The terrain looks different. Here's another rock thing right here. Yeah. It's like a wall here, and then a wall goes that way, and then one goes this way a little ways. Like a pack rat den. I was just talking to 4 people from Oregon. They were asking me what is there to see out here. told him about the giant saguaro. Ah man, this hill's steep. Look at this. Rock stacks. Who put them there? I have no idea. A lot of this stuff that I show and talk about on my YouTube channel and Instagram, I get people that question me all the time. You believe in Bigfoot? I have no idea. I've never seen a Bigfoot. But I've met people in person and talked to people who have. And I have an open mind. And I'm not here to judge them on what their beliefs are. But the things that I have seen and experienced in my lifetime that don't go or follow the rules as the rest of society does, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There's so much evidence of Bigfoot all around the world, you know, and I'm finding the more and more I research, there's a lot of evidence here in Arizona too. And the Hohokam Indians evidence and Bigfoot evidence in the same spot? Coincidence? I have no idea. Look how beautiful it looks out here. I'm just saying, have an open mind when you watch these videos or you see my postings on Instagram. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to twist your arm or make you believe in anything. Just make you question things, that's all. Just check that out there. It's awesome. That sucker looks huge from where I am. Look how far away I am. Man, that'd probably take 45 minutes to hike up over there, top of that mountain. And look at that ridgeline right there, it just swirls all over it. Every time I come here, no matter how many times I come here, I always see different stuff. Always. And that's what I love about coming here. You can barely see the petroglyphs today. Those people that I met from Oregon that were down there, I was talking to them for about 20 minutes. They wanted to come out and see the petroglyphs. I think somebody scribbled that one there because I don't ever remember that one being there. That is the back of the head. Well, I wanted to come see that, but one other thing I wanted to come see, I'll show you right here. I get a lot of people tell me that that's not a face. That's just wear and tear over time. That's fine. You can believe that if you want. But until you're here and you see this in person and you really examine it, that's a mouth. That's a remnants of a nose, two eyes, and in between the two eyes there's clearly a carving right there above the nose bridge. And that's a chin carving. And then there's these little rocks propped underneath it to keep this propped up at a certain angle. Not only that, but that is facing southwest toward Signal Hill, which is another Hohokam Indian area with petroglyphs. But that's not what I wanted to show you. The main reason I came out here is for this. Right next to it. Now, I had some people tell me that it looks like a snail. Do you see the snail tail right here at the end? I think it's a turtle, because there's a lot of petroglyphs of turtles with the Hohokam Indians. This is the shell of the turtle. That's the turtle's tail, and this is the head of the turtle sticking out. Now, unless you're really looking at that, you might not see it, and you might see it. You might see a snail, you might see a turtle. But because of I've seen turtle petroglyphs around Hohokam Indian areas, I think that's a turtle. Could be a snail. I'm not saying for sure, but it's definitely another carving right smack in front of the Indian face carving. Let me know what you think. Yeah, these rocks are put under here to hold this thing up at a certain angle. You can see the mouth. This is clearly a mouth. This is a nose. Nose bridge, eyes, and it's rounded. And this is not the only thing. If this was the only thing I found like this, I would say, okay, maybe not. But in Casa Grande, if you go on my Instagram, I showed a video. Casa Grande has a head carving just like this. It looks exactly like this, and it's facing south towards Tucson. Coincidence? I don't know, but after more research, I found a Hohokam clay statue of a figure with the same square head, same features as this. And this looks like a turtle head. You can see the head part. This is the neck. See those rock piles from up here. Hopefully if my camera's working. What looks easy from one mountain is definitely hard from another mountain. I gotta get around there some way, that cave over there. Alright, let's go take a look. I don't know if there's anything in there. I threw some rocks. It's a helicopter. Huh. Strange. I've never noticed this one before. This is the views from it. Every time I come out here, I see different stuff. I'm up here pretty good distance. That saguaro over there looks huge from here. And if it looks huge from here, it's definitely, both of them actually, definitely huge. I'm standing by the saguaro that's just right side of the cave, and I just found another cave. Right across. There's another one that I've never seen before either. And it looks like it's been, something's been living in there because it looks all worn and used. It's starting to sprinkle. And then these caves over here, I've been to all of them. It's sprinkling and the rain is coming out. I mean the sun is coming out. That one there is like a balcony, and I've climbed up to that one there years ago. I still haven't seen those people that went that way. They haven't came back yet. I was way up there by that saguaro right there, and then that cave is like right there. Hike down all that. Go this way, see if I see anything different. I love the way these rocks look. So freaking massive. It's like a giant throne, right? You sit right there in the middle, you got your right arm there, left arm there, and you got your throne sitting behind you. It's awesome. That's where I was up there. I was sweating like crazy. Now I'm down here. It's chilly. There's that other cave I was looking at from up on the hill there. I don't know why I've never noticed that one before. What is that in there? It's not focusing on it. That's a pretty good hike up there too though. I have my tripod, I can't hold it very steady. Something living in there. Now the birds are singing. I just ran into those couples from Oregon. They couldn't find the saguaro. It's just right around the corner. I told them, you guys want to see? I'll go take you over there and show you there. No, we're pressed for time. That is a very cool balcony up there. And the very back part of the wall, there's like a ledge, a shelf carved into the wall where you can put stuff up on there. I've been to that one right there, but I've never been up to that one. You'd have to rappel down to that one. That is a steep hill right there. Oh, that wind feels cold. When you watch these videos and you see me scanning like this, yeah, it's beautiful scenery, but when I'm back at home, I'm researching the video closer to see if I catch anything in the video. Like a deer sitting under a tree, or like a bobcat sitting in that cave. Because when I'm out here, it's pretty dark because of the rain clouds and everything. And this camera picks up very good stuff because it's got very good low light filming capabilities. So it's really hard to see with my naked eye way up there. Even when I zoom in, it's very tough. But I'm able to see it when I'm home editing and stuff like that. I'm standing on this big rock here. Alright, I'm going to start heading back to my car. The thing I always do is I always walk for about 2 or 3 minutes, stop and turn around and look behind me. You never know what's going to be coming up behind you. Like I did when I was out hiking a couple of weeks ago. My wife was texting me like crazy, so I stopped. I heard something coming up behind me. I turned around and there was a coyote running towards me. Big, beautiful coyote. And I turned around and I startled it. One thing I learned about watching Bigfoot videos also, people that go out looking for Bigfoots. I found this one guy, I can't remember his name of his channel, but he has a camera pointed forward and he has a camera pointed behind him that records forward and backwards. It's an awesome place. Anyways, I'm going to head back to my car. If you're new to my channel, you can follow me on Instagram, ICGotTheTruthArizona. I post pictures and videos there of my hikes before I put them on YouTube. So if you want to know what I'm doing when I'm not uploading videos on YouTube, check me out on Instagram, ICGotTheTruthArizona. And if you like these kind of videos, smash that like, hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you anything, it's free. And like always, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Remember, treat people kindly. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I'm gone. Oh, I'm gone.